Hi, my name is Cristin Wright, and I'm a graduate student at the Virginia Institute of Marine Science. At VIMS, I study sediment bed erodibility, and I have developed a lesson plan pertaining to my research. My lesson plan is titled, What's in the Muck? Benthic Sediment Characterization and Community Structure. There are two main parts to my lesson plan. The first one is titled Sediment Grain Size Profile, and the second is titled Benthic Community Structure. For part one, the students will receive one of the following sediment samples, either sandy, mixed, or muddy sediment, but the students won't know which sample they have. Once they receive the samples, the students will measure the diameter of each of the different size classes using either calipers or a ruler. Then the students will measure the total mass of the sample and then sort the sample into the different size classes. They will then measure each size class and calculate the percent of the total of each of the size classes. Once they've calculated the percent for each size class, they will plot it on a ternary plot. I lay out how to do this in my introductory slides for the lesson plan. Once they've plotted their sample on the ternary plot, they will refer to this ternary plot to determine whether they have a sandy sediment, a mixed sediment, or a muddy sediment. The figure on the right shows the York River in Virginia, showing where these muddy, mixed, and sandy sediments are. Once they determine what type of sediment they have, they will receive an envelope from the front of the room. And in the envelope are these classification cards. And on each of them is a different organism that lives in their type of sediment. So there's a group of organisms that I have classified living in muddy sediments, mixed sediments, and sandy sediments. The students will then fill out this table that's either displayed on the whiteboard or projected onto the board for their type of sediment. So the other students are able to fill in the whole table by the end of the lesson plan. Once they've done this, they will create maps for different organisms, showing where organisms live that live in muddy sediments or sandy sediments or mixed sediments. However, some of the organisms are able to live in all sediments, and some are only able to live in one or two sediments. So looking at these figures, they will be showing where these organisms and what types of sediments they are able to live in. The main objective of this study or this lesson plan is to look at how scientists are able to classify different sediment types and looking at how those sediment types are able to drive what types of organisms live in the sediments. Thank you.